M320 Grenade Launcher Module is the U.S. military's designation for a new single-shot 40mm grenade launcher system to replace the M203 for the U.S. Army, while other services will keep using the older M203. The M320 uses the same high-low propulsion system as the M203. In 2004, the U.S. Army announced requirements for a commercial off-the-shelf 40mm grenade launcher. It had to be more reliable, ergonomic, accurate, and safer than the M203. It had to be able to fire all 40mm low-velocity grenades, but be loaded from the breech to accept future longer projectiles. Heckler & Koch's submission was selected in May 2005. After the U.S. Army at picketing the arsenal conducted a competitive bidding process for a new 40mm grenade launching system, Heckler & Koch was awarded a contract to provide the M320 beginning in 2006. The M320 was developed from but is not identical to the Heckler & Koch AG36. The M320 entered production in November 2008. The unit was officially fielded in July 2009 at Fort Bragg by the 1st Brigade Combat Team, 82nd Airborne Division. Overview: the M320 has three major parts: a grenade launcher, day-night sight produced by Insight Technology, Incorporated, and a handheld laser rangefinder. Some of the benefits are: the M320 can be used in two ways. It can be attached to the M16 assault rifle and the M4 carbine, attaching under the barrel forward of the magazine, or it can be used dismounted with a stock attached as a standalone model. The day-night sight allows the grenadier to effectively engage the enemy in the dark. The M320 is based on the earlier Heckler & Koch AGC, but with some Army-specific modifications. It includes a folding foregrip and shorter barrel for a more compact package. The sights had to be reconfigured to shoot accurately with the slightly different ballistics from the shorter barrel length. The system is lighter than the M203 and does not require specific mounting hardware. Breech loading allows the grenadier to load a shell while keeping the sight on target. The sights on the M320 are located to the side of the launcher. This avoids the problems that the M203 had with its sight design. The M203's sights were mounted on top of the launcher and could interfere with the rifle's sights, and they had to be attached separately. This meant two separate operations had to be performed when adding the grenade launcher to the weapon, and since the sights were not integral to the M203, they had to be re-zeroed every time the launcher was reattached to the rifle. The LRF helps eliminate range estimation errors common in shots greater than 100 meters, thus increasing first-round hit probability. The M320 can fire all NATO high-explosive, smoke, and illumination grenades. Its breech opens to the side, allowing it to fire a variety of newer rounds which are longer, in particular certain non-lethal rounds such as Federal Laboratories' exact impact non-lethal sponge batons or sponge grenades. The M320 operates in double-action mode, with an ambidextrous safety. In case of misfire, the M320 operator merely has to pull the trigger again. The M203 used a single-action mode which cocks the weapon as the barrel is opened. The M203 operator has to open the barrel by unlocking it and pushing forward to cock the weapon and then reclose the barrel, then pull the trigger again. The problem with this is that in opening the barrel, the grenade is designed to eject and the operator must ensure that it does not fall to the ground. The M320 has the ability to fire detached from a rifle. Soldiers have reported difficulties carrying it unmounted. The grenade launcher comes with a one-point sling, which does not hold it securely. Carrying by the sling would cause it to bounce around and sometimes be dragged through dirt. Soldiers wanted to carry the M320 in a holster to provide protection, rather than just putting it in their rucksack. The Nitic Soldier Systems Center began the M320 GL Holster Soldier Enhancement Program in November 2012. 3 commercial vendors produced 167 holsters each. The SEP is using the Buy-Try-Decide concept, which allows the Army to test the functionality of equipment without spending much time on research and development. One model was bulky and included pockets for grenades, another is more streamlined and offers less protection for the module, and the third was a mix of the two. Soldiers from the 75th Ranger Regiment were given a dozen holsters and went through standardized tests in mid-May 2013. The soldiers filled out surveys after the testing. Each of the holsters had small issues that need adjusting, with none necessarily performing better than the others. The next step is to test them with an entire brigade. As of July 2013, the holsters are being evaluated by soldiers in Afghanistan. Project officials will make a recommendation to Fort Benning by the beginning of fiscal year 2014. The U.S. Army Armament Research, Development and Engineering Center began development of a 40mm airburst fuse in 2011 to improve the ability of grenade launchers like the M320 to engage targets in defilade. Called small arms grenade munitions, it doubles the lethality of the standard M433 grenade round by making a small smart fuse sensor so that the round detonates in the air to hit targets in cover or behind obstacles. The airburst function is similar to the XM25 CDTE, which has inboard laser system to determine the distance to the target, but SAGM is considered complementary to the XM25 rather than competing against it, as the XM25 provides direct fire while the M320 fires indirectly. Engineers integrated sensors and logic devices to scan and filter the environment and then autonomously airburst the fuse without needing to be told to by the firer. SAGM enables soldiers to accurately incapacitate personnel targets in defilade at ranges between 50 to 500 meters. The round is engineered with 3 firing modes of airburst, point detonation, and self-destruct. A successful demonstration occurred in November 2013, with first issuing to soldiers planned by July 2015. See also, KAC Master Key, M26 Modular Accessory Shotgun System, Rifle Grenade, Underslung Grenade Launcher, Related Lists, List of individual weapons of the U.S. Armed Forces, List of crew-served weapons of the U.S. Armed Forces, United States 40mm grenades. References. This article incorporates a public domain material from websites or documents of the United States Army. External links. XM320 40mm Grenade Launcher Module Fact Sheet, AG36/AGC/EGLM/XM320 Grenade Launcher page on Modern Firearms site, M320 on globalsecurity.org, XM320 page on HKUSA site.